Angel Reese is no stranger to big moments. The LSU basketball star has been making headlines ever since she helped lead her team to a national title. But her latest antics had nothing to do with cutting down nets or dropping triple-doubles. Instead, it was an all-out reaction to a huge strike within the WNBA that set the internet ablaze. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. The news of the WNBA strike hit like a ton of bricks. It wasn't just a minor disagreement over salary negotiations or a squabble over travel conditions. It was much bigger. The league's players, tired of dealing with second-rate treatment compared to their male counterparts in the NBA, decided it was time to make a statement. They were taking a stand, a loud one, and no one was going to ignore it, least of all Angel Reese. If you thought she was vocal on the court, her response to this strike made that seem like a warm-up. Reese, known for her fierce attitude and expressive nature, didn't hold back. She went bananas, but not in the way you'd expect. She didn't just vent on social media or give a vanilla statement to the press. Instead, she crafted a video rant that blended humor, sarcasm, and raw frustration, almost as if it were an impromptu comedy routine that you just couldn't stop watching. Her fiery delivery, complete with wild hand gestures and side-eye glances, captured the frustration of a generation of athletes. Sitting in her living room, wearing oversized sunglasses that screamed diva energy, she kicked off her monologue with a dramatic sigh. "Not what they got going on over there in the WNBA," she said, dragging out each word with an exasperated tone that was equal parts frustration and entertainment. It was as if she was about to spill the juiciest gossip at a family barbecue, and you knew things were about to get real. As she launched into her takedown, it was clear this wasn't just for laughs. She was addressing real issues, ones that had been simmering under the surface for years. Reese talked about hers. "I know we don't ask for private jets and five-star hotels every night," she snarked, "but at least can we not have to worry about our flights being delayed or having to sit next to somebody's emotional support ferret on a commercial flight?" This blend of humor and serious critique struck a chord with her fans. Angel Reese had managed to voice the frustrations of women athletes while still keeping it light enough to be digestible, even to those who weren't fully clued in on the details of the WNBA's grievances. Her use of humor wasn't a distraction, it was a tool. She made the issues more relatable, more human. You could feel her exasperation, but you also couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all. The WNBA strike was a long time coming. Players had been hinting at their frustrations for years. There had been numerous small protests and attempts at reform, but nothing seemed to stick. The league was always 2 steps behind, promising incremental changes that never really addressed the heart of the issues. The strike was the culmination of that slow burn, and it came at a moment when the sports world was finally ready to listen. Athletes across all leagues have been speaking out more, pushing for better pay, better working conditions, and most importantly, respect. Angel Reese saw the strike as more than just a battle for better paychecks. It was a movement, a fight for dignity that transcended the game. In her video, she leaned in, getting serious for a moment, a rare tone shift in what had mostly been an entertaining roast. This ain't just about the WNBA. This is about all women athletes, period. We've been carrying the weight, doing what we gotta do, and still, we get treated like we're playing a sideshow. Nah, it's time to change that. Reese's voice became a rallying cry. Her rant was shared millions of times across social media, gaining traction not just from basketball fans, but from people all over who could relate to the struggle for fair treatment. Even those who had never tuned into a WNBA game found themselves nodding along with her points. Angel had managed to distill the frustrating differences between the NBA and WNBA. While NBA players fly in private jets and enjoy top-tier accommodations, their WNBA money, though that was a huge part of it. It was about the respect, or lack thereof. Reese's commentary hit hard because it underscored just how far behind the women's league was in terms of basic recognition. Even with her humorous delivery, Angel Reese didn't sugarcoat anything. She called out the blatant disparity and threw shade at those who still didn't see women's sports as deserving of the same recognition. I mean, we all love basketball, right? So why is it that y'all can't show that same love when we step on the court? Or is it because we look too good doing it? She added with a cheeky grin, flipping her hair as if she were on a runway. Reese also talked about how this strike could ripple through other sports. She wasn't just concerned about basketball. She saw the strike as a pivotal moment for all women in sports. We're not just ball players, we're trailblazers. This is about tennis, soccer, softball, everything. If we don't get what we deserve now, when will we? Her words carried weight. She knew the WNBA was on the front lines, and if they could make real progress, it would open doors for others. Angel's charisma shone through as she gave her take on the league's ownership and management. You know, sometimes I wonder who's running the show. It's like they're still stuck in the Stone Age or something, talking about we'll figure it out next season. Man, if y'all don't get it together. She threw her hands up in mock exasperation, which on college hoops, and the WNBA is likely in her future. She made it clear that she wouldn't be stepping into a league that wasn't treating its players right for dramatic effect. It was bold, but Reese is nothing if not bold. Her video wasn't just a viral moment. It was a declaration. It was Angel Reese standing in solidarity with the WNBA players, while also making it known that the fight for fair treatment was far from over. It showed her fans, and anyone else watching, that she wasn't just a basketball player. She was an advocate, a voice for change, and frankly, someone who wasn't afraid to go to bat for what she believed in. Of course, her fans loved every second of it. Reese has a knack for blending her personality with her message, making even the most serious subjects feel accessible. And in a world where athletes are increasingly becoming activists, she's proving to be one of the most compelling voices. She isn't just echoing what others have said. She's bringing her own flavor to the conversation, and people are listening. The strike itself was already a major headline, but with Angel Reese jumping into the fray, it reached a whole new level of visibility. The WNBA players had gotten the attention they were after, but Reese's involvement added a fresh twist. It wasn't just about the players already in the league. It was about future stars like Reese, who were watching closely and weren't going to settle for anything less than what they deserve. In a way, Angel Reese's response mirrored what the WNBA strike was all about, demanding respect, doing it with style, and making sure no one could ignore it. Her over-the-top reaction, filled with humor and biting commentary, captured the essence of what so many athletes had been feeling for years. It wasn't just about basketball. It was about equality. It was about recognition. It was about showing up and making your voice heard, even if you had to throw in a few jokes along the way. By the end of her rant, it was clear Angel Reese wasn't just talking for the sake of it. She was passionate, fired up, and fully invested in seeing real change come from the strike. I'm just saying, she concluded with a mischievous smile. If y'all don't fix this soon, you're gonna see me out here doing more than just talking. And trust me, I can talk all day. And with that, she signed off, leaving her fans laughing, clapping, and most importantly, thinking. Angel Reese had once again proven why she was a star, not just on the court, but off it too. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.